Okay, greetings Alpha students. Here we are. We just finished this lesson, and what I'm going to do is show you how to do it. Okay, so right from the beginning steps, I'm going to go ahead and search for Joe Biden. Okay, you're going to choose your own celebrity. You cannot use Joe Biden again. Okay, and I'm going to use this one and a copy image. I'm going to go ahead and close these up. Actually, I'm going to save this as a PSD. Don't forget to do that. Save it as a PSD. There he is. I'm going to make sure I go into my, where is it? There it is, yearbook class photos. Now I already have one called that. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, good. So I'm going to close that up, and close that up. And I don't need any of those. Okay, so new project. Okay. And no, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to File, or Edit rather, Paste. So you should do that first. Just do Edit, Paste. Don't go to New Project. Okay, because this is the one right off the website. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and get my Polygon Lasso tool, and I'm just going to start getting my ants around. Now I'm going to pause the video because you don't need to see this one again. Okay, and I'll be back. Okay, so there was no point in me wasting video recording on doing this because that was in the last video. So you can go back to the last video if you don't know how to do it. Now, I didn't do the best job, but we'll have to see if that looks any good. So I'm going to go ahead and do Control J. That puts him on his own layer. And yeah, it's not the best because I went really fast. So make sure you do a little bit better than I did. Okay. I'm going to pause the video again. I'm going to come in here and do some erasing. Okay. The eraser's right there. I'll be right back. Okay. So I erased all the little pieces that were still remaining. You could avoid that by doing a better job of your initial selection. I went quickly because of the fact that I want to get this recording out to you. In any case, I'm going to now hold down the Control key, and over in the Layers palette right here, you can see Joe has been removed from the background, but I'm going to hold down Control and click this little tiny picture, and there you will see ants. So I'm going to do Control C to copy. Now, this is what you're going to make. New, and just like in our practice today, 8.5 inches. Again, make sure it says inches first before you type in the number. Okay, and then 11 for the height. And I'm going to call this, and you're going to just call this Celebrity Magazine. Perfect. Celebrity Magazine. Make sure it's 300 dpi and go ahead and create. Now I've already copied, so I can just do Control V to paste. Now look how tiny he is. Obviously we have to make adjustments there. You can also go to Edit Paste. Okay. Now I'm going to take my Move tool right here, all the way top of the layers, the toolbar rather, and then I'm going to turn on Transform Controls, and then don't forget you got to hold down Shift and drag a corner. Now I'm going to drag the lower right. Now I'm going to drag the upper left. Okay. Now everybody's project has a different celebrity, so just keep in mind you want to hold down Shift as you resize. Now his arms are not going to show up. Probably not the best picture, but that's okay. He looks okay. Now I'm going to turn off the transform controls, and then I'm going to recognize that I have two layers. I'm going to call this one Joe. Okay. Just to keep track of my layers. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the type tool and I'm going to click one time. You can see it right there, one time. And I'm going to type the name of my celebrity, Joe Biden. Okay. Now, just to review on how to use the type tool or text tool, you're going to double click that little T in the layers palette. It'll highlight that layer, and you can come in here and change your font. Okay, I'll go ahead and use that one, even though that's not really presidential. That's okay. The size, you can just take your mouse, click on the word size, and hold down that mouse click and turn and move to the right to make it bigger, or move to the left to make it smaller. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, And then I'm going to go ahead and adjust it so it looks like it's fairly balanced. And that's pretty good. Now, I'm going to change the layer order so that his head is in front of his name. So I'm going to come over here to the layers palette and drag him just enough so he gets put right in front. Then I'm going to come to the background layer, okay? And I'm going to come over here to the color picker, click it, and I'm going to choose a nice neutral blue. Okay, neutral just means it's kind of grayed out because we don't want it to be too bright because the focus is on Joe Biden, not the background. So I'm going to click OK, and then I'm going to do Alt backspace. You can also come over here and choose the paint bucket, which is right underneath the gradient tool. That'll do the same thing. But try to remember how to do your shortcut keys, because it's going to be much better in the long run. I might go ahead and come in here and move Joe Biden's name up just a little bit more to reveal that little bottom portion of the B. So I think that looks good. And that's all we need for today. Hope that helps. And don't forget to export it as a PNG, because that's what I'm going to want when you turn it in for a grade. Mine's called Celebrity Magazines, and yours should be also. Okay. And again, save it as PSD so we can work on it tomorrow. And there it is. And I am done. Have a nice day.